California policies continue to fail and are not effective. California lawmakers Gavin Newsom will soon need to address the state's $18 billion deficit before the next fiscal year. You know what's so crazy is you could make a liberal watch my show every week and we could talk about all the failures. And I mean, you can just look around the city and see it. It's not very hard. How much money we had when he went into office and now how much money we don't have and we're in debt, and they still would vote for him for president and find a way to defend it, and they would still somehow figure out how to blame Donald Trump. And I'm like, you guys, even just the word conservative, it means conserve. We're better with money. Usually Republicans are also smarter. I'm not talking about all of them, but yeah, I think middle-aged white men do a much better job at running things. Just not Gavin Newsom, because he is a literal psychopath. And I'm just like, I wish I could like have the phone numbers of people who like are actually going to vote for him for president. Like, you guys are actually, because you can't even defend it at this point. You can't defend any of it. And that's the thing, it's just money laundering. Because if we're losing this much money and he's in power and it's his job, how does he keep buying real estate? How about that?
How about that?
We have an image of the California bullet train, which he's talked about for years. So California bullet train will get $20 billion in state funding amid Trump fight, because that's what he's worried about. Another $20 billion stolen from the taxpayers to be laundered by politicians. Yep, that's all it is. He's been building this train to nowhere for how many years, and it's cost how many billions of dollars? That's money laundering, okay? I have to prove every penny. Where it goes, what I can write off, what's business, what's personal, pay my taxes, all that shit, and then I end up in jail if I miss $1. This is fine, though. What is this bullet train for? Who's going to take this? Are we going to let homeless people on it? Because then there's no point in building it at all. Eric Swalwell is running for governor of California, just when you think things can't get worse.
I'm Eric Swalwell, and it's this simple. The next governor of California has 2 jobs. 1, keep the worst president in our history out of our homes.
Oh, my God.
Out of our streets. And out of our lives.
Buying food at the grocery store is getting more expensive.
No one will keep Californians safer than I will. No one. Nancy Pelosi selected me for the Intelligence Committee and to help lead the impeachment of a corrupt president. Californians will never bend the knee. And 2, bring us a new California. California is the 4th largest economy in the world. So shouldn't we be a state where you can take your first job, have your first kid, and buy your first home in the same decade? And one where you can fill that home with food and flood it with light. I'm Eric Swalwell.
He's running for governor!
What?
We can build ourselves a new California that we can share
Can they speak properly?
Together.
This is how insane these people are. Dude, they know that their voter base is so anything anti-Trump, they will vote for. Nothing about this is improving California. It's just, we are going to vote for me for governor of California so we can impeach Trump. Do you know how insane that is to a normal, sane person? Vote for me to impeach the sitting president. Hey, so what are you going to do about California? That doesn't matter. We're going to impeach Trump. Okay, so anything about the homeless people, the money, taxes, we're going to impeach Trump. That's like, they're so stupid they know people will vote for this. Meanwhile, West Hollywood is dying. So I would like to do more focused on how shitty California is becoming, specifically Los Angeles. So this was sent, owner of Alba. So Alba is a new restaurant, West Hollywood. It's out of New York. It does very well in New York because restaurants tend to do well in New York. And then they come here and they just realize this is the most anti-business state to ever exist. So this is the owner of Alba Italian restaurant. It's very good. I've been. Every single thing was good. It's a beautiful build out. And they're pretty much just being like, hey, this is insane. All of the business, these are like big restaurants backed by people with a lot of money that make a lot of money and do very well, and they cannot survive here. When Catch Steak closed, I was like, delicious. I was like, dude, if they can't make it, there's no shot at a little mom and pop, which all the liberals want, to go and eat there. I'm like, you're talking Stella, incredible. Catch Steak, fantastic. MXO, we went there. I took my father for New Year's. It was amazing. Lavo, Chesmia, is that, I don't know, Chemia, whatever. They're finally calling out the city. Like, hey, we cannot survive here. This is a huge problem. I want you guys, I know, if you're a liberal watching this, you've never had jobs, so it doesn't matter because you don't know how business works. But Do you guys understand, to open a restaurant, how much money it costs? The build out, the food, the staff, training the staff. They've been there like 4 months and they're already closing down. Just the build out of Catch Steak alone was insane. And I'm like, every week, my friend came here from New York. She's like, this is a ghost town here. I'm like, yeah, because it's anti-restaurant, anti-business. And then people wonder why like we don't have good things here anymore. And I'm like, we can't. It's the city. The city needs to be held responsible. People should call them out. I was listening to Joe Rogan during the pandemic and he was with the owner of Craig's. And it's like, yeah, like nothing's going to last here anymore. And then people are going to be bummed when all it is just shit like Starbucks and corporations and chains, because at least they have enough money to back them.